back to the first draft. This is our first episode of the podcast this semester. I'm here joined with
Kayla,
Ola,
Hope,
and we're very excited to start off this first semester with our first episode. How's everyone's summer's been? Anything exciting happen?
I realized that I could sleep for 20 hours straight. It was wonderful. I recommend.
I bet.
Yeah.
I watched Spider-Man.
I watched Spider-Man twice.
I also watched Spider-Man, but just once. Just once. Twice seems actually it wasn't excessive. No. It was a really good movie.
Not excessive.
It was a very good movie. Did you watch Spider-Man, Nola?
I did once. Honestly, I was a little disappointed at the end because they were like, "Oh, part 2." I'm like, "No, but I want it now." But I did really like the movie. It was good.
Yeah, no, with the writer's strike, it's gonna be like pushed back like another year. But we did have a lot of movies come out this summer, like Oppenheimer, Barbie, Little Mermaid. Yeah, that was at the beginning of summer.
Yeah.
And with these movies are the men.
I needed more Miguel. I'm sorry.
Hope.
I'm sorry. I'm not crazy for that. I'm not crazy for that.
Does he have anger issues?
Maybe.
Probably.
Is he voiced by Oscar Isaac? Yes.
Maybe.
Is that the reason why? Probably. But listen, he's bae. He's so bad.
I'm not crazy for that.
I don't think you are. I think that makes you totally sane. And, you know, we had a lot of heartthrobs. We had Ryan Gosling as Ken. We had Cillian Murphy as Oppenheimer, but I don't know how much we want to say Oppenheimer is hot. So, and then, oh my God, Oppenheimer had so many people, like Roderick. That was
Yeah, that was so weird.
Yeah.
A lot of Disney people, I'm like, what are y'all doing in this very serious movie?
Yeah, it was very, Little Mermaid, we got Jonah Howard King. There we go. Another one. Queen Charlotte at the beginning of May. We got Corey Milk-Reist.
Yeah.
Just all those men.
Yeah.
And what comes with men? Hot men in movies. TikTok edits. And what comes with TikTok edits? Ladies and gentlemen, our first episode, Parasocial Relationship.
The transition was
That was good, ladies and gentlemen. That was good.
Yeah.
But I think I imagine it's a lot easier, obviously now, to have a parasocial relationship with the celebrity than I presume it would be in, I don't know, the 90s when my mom had like a Tom Cruise poster on her wall. But like now you just, have your edits folder full of men or women or, whoever, just...
Well, let's make sure our audience knows what a parasocial relationship is before we
that's
continue on.
Absolutely right, Kayla. Go ahead.
Do you want to explain?
What's a good definition of what a parasocial...
Someone else go. I don't trust myself.
So the way that I understand it is when people and celebrities, or I guess we've been talking about fictional characters too. People and those who are seen as more famous. That parasocial relationship is kind of defined as the way that we're looking at them and idolizing them and being like, God, like what's that? That really cringe thing where people are like, oh, like they're just a cinnamon roll. It's kind of like that. Mm-hmm. That's the way that I always saw it.
Yeah, I pulled up the definition from findapsychologist.org.
Can you send the link?
Parasocial relationships are one-sided relationships where one person extends emotional energy, interest, and time, and the other party, the persona, is completely unaware of the other's existence. Parasocial relationships are most common with celebrities, organizations such as sports teams, or television stars. So it doesn't always have to be romantic, i.e. what we're talking about. It's... I feel like it's become quite prevalent. Yeah, especially talking about characters and people oh, they're so cute, and it's like, you don't know them, weirdo.
Right. Well, you mentioned Oppenheimer, and there are people out there who looked at Cillian Murphy's Oppenheimer and was like, damn, but it's like, no, that's bomb.
Yeah.
That's not
father of the atomic bomb.
Right. He was not only acting as a real person, that's just not. Come on.
It's not giving.
Where's your shame?
I think people need shame in a day. I love whenever people say like gross things on the internet and people just comment with digital footprint.
It is real. People
is.
That's
forget.
accountability.
I feel like Chick-fil-A is gonna see this, your employer, and they're gonna not want to hire you or whatever.
Like imagine walking into the office 'cause they called you in. They're like, "Do you know why? Like you're here?" And you're like, "No." And then they've got your fucking sorry guys, your TikTok.
So we found your TikTok account.
Yeah, and it's something like
just the most vile,
the most evil, nasty, disgusting, like comment about some like actor. Like, that's like think about that.
Yeah. And I also think parasocial relationships can extend to couples, like with excessive shipping. Like, well, I think a good example is the Queen Charlotte, the India Amartifio, and Corey Milquist. Corey has a girlfriend, and everyone was like, "Oh, if I was his girlfriend, I
Look
would
at how
be."
he looks at her.
Yeah,
I'm
or
like, bro,
something.
They're acting.
Yeah, and it was like very like, guys, you don't know like what's going on. Like, I'm sure they're just friends, like nothing else, you know. But I don't know, as the audience, we have, I don't know, we're like on a pedestal or soapbox, like we feel like we can judge and make comments. Hence why so many relationships are secret, like Zendaya and Tom Holland, like they don't share much, which honestly is fair. She talked about in a recent interview, and she was like, I don't want people, you know, to like make misconceptions or whatever. I feel like that's fair.
Yeah, even after like the whole shipping with Corey and India, I noticed that at To Doom, I think that's what it's called, you could like see how they were trying to like actively like stay like at least a respectable distance away from each other. I feel like people think they have like a right to whatever like the celebrity is dating. Like they have the right to know when in reality they just don't. I feel like people just forget they're humans and you know you're not going to know everything about them, right? I don't know if y'all saw the it's called Heartstopper. It's on Netflix, and the actor Kit Connor. Yeah. He didn't really say anything about his sexuality. I'm guessing he just didn't want to, and then people were just kind of like pushing towards him, like saying something about it, and he eventually did, and they kind of like forced him to like come out, and it was like this whole thing, and I'm just like, we don't really know these people. Like, they're actors, and they're in the entertainment industry, but that doesn't mean they live to literally entertain us, so.
Yeah, that situation was especially, like, horrendous, and I feel like it's kind of being repeated with, like, Red, White, and Royal Blue. Like, they're like, what's their sexuality? I'm like, we're not really, like, entitled to that information. Like, that's just, like, why do we need to know? They did their thing. They ate that roll up. Why do we really need to know, guys?
Right. And that is a question I want to ask y'all. Like, why do you think people feel so entitled to that?
Well, I guess I understand it not from the lens of, like, you know, extreme, like, you know, but, like, whenever, I think a lot of people, whenever you watch a show or something, you, like, search up everything, you know, like, all their interviews, you search that Wikipedia page, you learn everything about an actor, and you're just, like, looking for more, and this person, like, provided you with, like, a piece of art that you connected to, and I guess you want to feel that connection with them. But I couldn't go as far as I don't comment on videos, so I'm like, that's like crazy. Like, you are.
There's just like an attachment, I think, that forms over time.
It's quite I mean, I get it. I think it's a part of growing up when you form these attachments, but like seeing like full grown adults do it is like, you have there are other things to do other than
other
like
things to pursue.
Yeah, if you're a kid, sure, whatever. I mean, not whatever if it's like, you know, like extreme, but like
right to a certain extent.
Yeah, of course.
I'm thinking of a term right now. I'm looking it up, and it's like, it's that, I don't know if it's a mental disorder where someone believes that like a celebrity is communicating to them through like...
Oh, yeah. They had this on You.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I'm trying to find the name because this ties into everything.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Have y'all seen You?
No.
Yeah, but
Have you seen the third season?
I didn't finish... You know how it was like in 2 parts?
Yeah.
I never watched to the second part.
Was the first part... Was that girl that was. Yeah, it had that girl that thought she was best friends with Phoebe or something. Like she was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that part.
The term is awesome. Erotomania. And it's a rare mental health condition that happens when someone is fixated on the idea that another person is intensely in love with them. The other person may be a celebrity, wealthy, or of a high social position. And I just thought that was interesting because it is funny to sit there and be like, haha, like, oh, they're so silly. Like, you know, it's like act like you know them personally or something. But that does start to get, like, a little crazy, you know? Like, that does start to affect people's lives. Like, outing themselves, you know, because all of their fans are like, well, are you? Or, like, what is, you know, like, you need to do this and this. Or, you know, like, that accountability thing, I think, causes some pretty crazy psychosis, you know?
The most I'll do is look up an actor's height, and I'll be like, okay, cool. I'll close Safari. Like, it's not that hard to just, like, stop. It's not.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I enjoyed the edits, but, like, that's it. Like, I'm not going to comment, oh, I wonder if, like, you'd like me. No, it's more it's more like, oh, okay.
When you guys were younger, did you guys have parasocial relationships? Like, did you ever experience forming a strong attachment to a celebrity or a fictional character?
Yeah, I would say yeah.
Ola, you're smiling a lot over there.
Cheesing.
I did. It was with the character Edward Cullen from the Twilight series.
Hey.
Just keep in mind I was 13, okay?
Yeah.
I may have read the book 3 different times and skipped over the second one because I'm not a Jacob girly, but like...
I hated that. New Moon was so...
Bella,
Sorry, that's like another conversation.
Loca.
I'm sorry. If you're a Jacob fan, what are you doing? I'm sorry. Anyways.
Like, how could you... You were her second choice. Isn't that not, like, humbling?
You forced her to kiss you. Like, sorry. Anyways. Like, sorry.
But, yeah, in my head, I had this little... It was kind of like a fantasy where I was Bella, right? And Edward was still Edward, but yeah, I was Bella and he was Edward, and it was just a thing in my head. I never voiced it up until now. I've never voiced it.
Like the first you've ever talked
on the internet.
It'll be fine.
Digital footprint.
Yeah, digital footprint. But like, I've never written fan fiction. I've just never made any edits. I've never like done anything inappropriate. I feel like if it's in your head, and you're like 12, 13, just don't say anything. It'll pass. It's a phase.
It'll pass.
Do you guys remember when Justin Bieber was hot and new and every little girl really liked him and whatnot? You guys remember that?
Yeah.
I remember feeling kind of left out of that whole kind of phenomenon because I just didn't get it. Like, I never thought he was super attractive. I didn't understand. But I remember knowing some girls at the time who, like, were obsessed with Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Beliebers.
I don't feel like... I don't know. I feel like I didn't really have, like, a real, like, romantic crush, like, really genuine until, like, maybe freshman year of high school. That was, like, kind of when I actually, like, started looking at boys, and so I didn't really have time to, like, when I was younger, to form a pair, because I just didn't really look at guys. But my cousin, when I was like 5, and she was probably like 14 or 16 at the time, like, she was really into Justin Bieber, and I just could not, like, I was like, he's okay. I was like, his music is like okay, but like I couldn't like grasp the idea of being so like engrossed. I have a fake parasocial relationship though, that it's like a running bit with my mom about Shohei Ohtani, baseball player for the Los Angeles Angels. And I always say that I'm gonna marry him because my mom loves baseball, and I'm just like, there we go. But it's not real. Like, I know, like, I mean, I'm not gonna manifest it into the universe, guys. But like, I like, that would be weird if I was like at his game, like, Shohei, it's me, like,
your wife,
it's me. Don't you remember? Like, there's a line, but I like, it's also with real people as well. Like, I guess like less notable people online, like, you could see like, I want to use this term very lightly, thirst trap on TikTok. And like, it's not like someone who's famous, but you will then see people like, oh, I need him or whatever. And it's like, I don't think that's indicative of a parasocial relationship, but like, you know, or like step one. And I've never commented it. I shouldn't say that, but like.
Digital footprint.
Digital footprint is hilarious. Digital footprint. I always wonder about that. Like when I see TikTok sometimes, I'm like, did they forget about digital footprint while making this?
This is
like,
forever.
I'd hate to get a job offer for a company and then come in and they, you know, ran some sort of background check, and during my interview they're asking me about my my TikTok accounts and my social media platforms, and I kind of have nothing to say. Like,
yeah,
I was bored. Like, I don't know what you want, man.
Right. It actually kills me, like, the thought of like my coworkers, like, not y'all, like other coworkers, like knowing like my personal life. Like, I would, like, I don't know, like, please. Or like if they saw like if I made a TikTok, like, it doesn't even have to be bad, but like if you saw it, please.
That's embarrassing.
No, you didn't.
Rinse,
Immediate embarrassment.
Don't do that.
Rinse
like,
and dry that from your brain, please. Thank you.
And I guess this is also it's hitting home because as a girl who got the award for the Joe Goldberg Award for my stalking skills for tracking people down in journalism instances, but yeah, it's really easy to find people online.
It's
very
scary
easy.
Scary
That was
easy.
so Joe Goldberg of you. You were just like, it's easy to find people.
It's so
Okay, Joe.
easy.
Easier than you think it is.
Hello, you.
You are special. You're different.
It's really easy. Like,
Yeah,
guys,
people do that with Joe too. That's another thing. Sorry.
there are school. Oh yeah, that's true. But like, guys, like when I was like researching like about like in high school, like school board like candidates, your addresses are on the ballot. You. Oh wait, I shouldn't.
What?
I might bleep that out.
Bleep this part out. Nia.
Yeah, I'll bleep this out. I'm doxing official members.
And another thing.
I know where you met.
Cut it out. Cut it out.
Oh my god.
That's crazy. Well, thank you for that, Nina. It's very insightful.
Your address is on the ballot.
It's great to know. I didn't know that. Did y'all know that?
No.
I didn't know that.
Are you still recording?
So cut it out. It's
Absolutely,
fine.
yeah. I'll cut it
I know
out.
all kinds of ways to find people.
There are white pages exist.
Right.
I should not be.
Hey, if I like give you a name, can you find someone for me?
Probably.
Okay,
I
actually have a name.
I had a guy in high school. I didn't know how to do it, but he searched up phone numbers for me. Like, if I got like a text from someone, I would just give him the phone number. Like, who is this?
Okay, DMV.
That's nice.
That's another level.
I know. I had a guy.
I have a guy.
Nina has a guy.
Yeah, I had a guy, but yeah, and we're all like Gen Z is like all tech savvy. Like, we all know how to.
Well, I think tech savvy.
Yeah,
Right. I mean,
yeah.
there's a spectrum
Yeah.
of what
Sorry,
it means
I'm-
to be tech savvy. But I think we all
Yeah.
have a basic understanding of how certain things work just because we grew up with.
And as women,
Technology.
we're all undercover cops. We
Right.
Exactly.
I saw some girl make a snap score like formula to see if a guy's like talking to someone else.
That's diabolical.
That's kind of good.
Girl math.
Girl math. But like, we can't. Your tag posts, like everything.
Oh,
I found so many people's grandmas.
Look into
It's
the likes.
insane. It's insane.
Facebook?
Oh, Facebook.
Facebook, holy grail.
Facebook, actually, because people forget about it. Like,
Yeah.
they make it years ago, and then they forget. It's like, found you. And now I know your whole family line. So,
Absolutely. Yeah, old people have not old people. Like, a lot of older people that did not grow up on the internet. Either, I feel like there are two categories on internet safety. You're either extremely safe and you don't put anything out there, or you put absolutely everything out there, which is obviously leading to a lot of problems with, children and stuff like that. But like, it's quite interesting. And then I don't know, millennials, I can't tell. Are they lesser? No, because millennials are where Disney adults are, and they're the parasocialist of the relationships.
Yeah, like them and Stitch. There's something weird going on. Like, it's so odd that all of them have this weird like Stitch like obsession. You know, like the little blue creature. If that wasn't already, I don't know. That was probably obvious, but I don't know.
I've never heard of that.
You haven't heard of Disney adults?
Oh, the ones that go to Disney a lot.
They love
like,
Disney.
They
married into the military.
On
like,
the character. They hyperfixate on the characters, and they go. Some go like once a week. Like it's
to Disney.
Yeah,
it's Disney parks are extremely expensive.
Yeah, they go once a week. They have like entire TikTok pages, Instagram pages, whatever.
That is weird.
And they dress their kids up as Disney characters. They have like sponsorships. Did I say that right?
Yeah, sponsorships.
Come with me to find this hidden Mickey in the back of a porta-john. Like, most people don't know this, but there's a hidden Mickey. Like,
someone made a point that Disney adults and people who like hyperfixate on like characters, fictional characters, or real people are kind of on the same level. Like they're kind of like there's a parasocial relationship with Disney, and there's a parasocial relationship with like characters you see on screen. I don't know how to explain it, but like basically the same obsession they have with Disney is the same obsession people who have parasocial relationships have. I don't know how to explain it, but
I think I know what you get at. Yeah.
This is gonna be like very opinionated. Not that like everything we're saying is a bit opinionated, but
it's all factual. Duh.
Duh. Do you guys think that depending on like what celebrity or what fictional character you have a parasocial relationship with, do you think that says something about the person?
Yeah.
Because I came across that yesterday. Like someone was discussing Beyonce fans and just kind of the level of, depending on how much of a fan you are, says something about you as a person. Whether or not you like Beyonce, whether or not you like her marriage, whether or not you endorse like her business with her husband, like depending on what it is you love about Beyonce says something about you as a person. And I kind of always thought that was interesting because I know like people who love Taylor Swift, like that tends to be it tends to say something about you as a person. Like I think who you obsess over and invest a lot of time and energy in does say something about you. I was just curious as to you guys had any
that's crazy.
Had any thoughts on that?
I absolutely agree, Kayla. Because it seems to me that Taylor I'm not gonna go that far.
For context,
we won't go into that.
Oh yeah.
Me and Hope, we love Taylor Swift and we like her music. But Nina and Kayla, they like her music, but they're not as hard. Yeah, they're not as hardcore.
I don't think I've ever said once that I like her music.
You don't like her? Get out.
Kayla said, actually,
we're neutral to it. Oh, you know what Kayla and I did one time when we were driving home? We listened to Midnights.
No, you can't start. Okay, sorry. That sounds like a crazy Swiftie thing. Like, no, you can't start with
Wait, what did we listen to?
You have to do it backwards.
Was it Anti-Hero
You have to
or
listen
something?
to it at
I think we listened to Anti-Hero.
I think it was Anti-Hero, and it wasn't bad, but we weren't like...
song.
Oh, y'all described it as mall music.
Yeah, it's mall music.
Yeah.
I work at CVS. Oh, I dox myself. God. Leave that out again.
Where you work.
Please don't say
God.
where you work.
Anyways, at my workplace, they play a lot of Taylor Swift, and it blends in with the environment. Like, when Tina Turner comes on, I'm like, that's out of place. But when Taylor Swift comes on, I'm like, yeah, that's CVS music.
Fitting.
I mean, not my work.
But aside from, like, our opinions on artists and how, like, great of musicians they are, how, like, great of performers they are, I just wanted to know if, like, you guys thought anything of like, because I know there's a lot of drama going on right now when it comes to Ariana Grande and Doja Cat. Those are two celebrities that were both popping up a lot in the media this summer, and both of them have a pretty strong fan base. And so I was kind of wondering how those parasocial relationships may have been affected.
Yeah. Doja, well, she literally outright was just like, I just dissed her fans.
And she's like, suck on these. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to make music.
And fans are a big part of, what gets you the monies, and the hits and the whatnot. The coins. The doubloons. The quid.
The moolah.
Yeah, the quid. Have, sure, probably some of these fans have a very, what they perceive as a very close relationship. But if I'm not mistaken, I believe Doja Cat interacts with a lot of her fans. Like, I think there is a group of her fans that she interacts with frequently. Ariana Grande, I feel like it might be a little bit different because I think a lot of people commenting on her affair, I don't even know if it's an affair because she's separated from her husband, but the situation going on with Ethan Slater, it's a lot of people commenting on her marriage, including me. But but it's like commentary. Is it misplaced? Maybe. But I'm a fan of Ariana Grande, but I don't have like a big attachment. It's more of like a moral, like, oh, why did you do that, girl? But stream Honeymoon Avenue because that new remake.
I didn't see it yet. Is it good?
It's really good. Oh. It's really good.
She had this unreleased song on TikTok. That was good too.
Yeah. Well, I also think it is very interesting because I don't think Ariana Grande is going to get fallback from this. Her career is going to go on the same way. I really don't think this is going to affect. People are going to see Wicked regardless. Because now Wicked has it has a fan base of people who love Wicked, the musical itself. And then you got people who love Ariana Grande and it's a star-studded cast. Like you're going to have people that love Cynthia Erivo, Jonathan Bailey, all coming together. This is probably not going to hurt sales. It's probably going to hit Ethan Slater more because, what he did.
Was he not married
and had a kid, a fresh baby.
A fresh baby.
Hot off the press.
No, there's no comeback from that.
No. But I don't think she's going to really get the fall for, again, we don't really know what happened, but she's going to be just fine after this.
I feel like she's just Ariana Grande is such a big name. She's not notorious for clapping back. She's not that type of celebrity. She's not going to be like, oh, that's wrong. The only time she's done that is whenever people were commenting on her appearance.
Yeah.
That's the only time she's spoken out about something, but she's not that type of celebrity to be like, hey, what the hell, this is what happened. So honestly.
Did she say something about Pete and Mac Miller?
Not that I know of.
I don't think so.
I feel like I mentioned that.
I feel like the most was thank you next.
Oh.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't think it's gonna hurt Ariana. She's too big of a name.
Yeah,
she's too big of a name.
She's been so much.
I feel like the Arianators were a pretty big thing, but yes, I do agree that that is a big thing, and it's also interesting to see the demographic composition of a fandom, i.e., a fandom that I may or may not be a part of. Was I in it strongly a few years ago? Possibly, allegedly. Miraculous Ladybug.
Oh my god, I love it. Have you seen the movie?
Yes, I have seen the movie.
Miraculous.
I just stopped watching the show because Marinette was starting to do a little too much. But I was heavily in the fandom, but it's not. I don't even feel like it's comprised of kids anymore. It's mainly adults.
Yeah.
And I've been watching this show since 6th grade, and now
it's been dragging on.
1 years old.
It's been dragging on. I stopped it, and then I watched the movie. It was good.
The movie did exactly what the TV series needed to do.
Exactly, come on now.
We've been at this for a while.
Right. I feel I am a Taylor fan. I've been a Taylor fan for a very long time. Okay, I was introduced by it from by my sisters, and I have 4 sisters for context. Okay, the first song I ever heard was "You Belong with Me," and I feel like I was very attached to that one song. And then as I got older, I feel like I listened to her songs, but I wasn't a hardcore fan. I know her songs the majority, but I'm not oh my gosh, I love Taylor every 2 seconds. So, well, maybe I am, and I just don't know that. So,
Don't point at me. Don't point at me. Come on. I mean,
who came back from the Eras tour with like a $70 T-shirt?
Did that? Who? It was me, guys. I can explain. I will buy merch at every concert. I'll drop.
That's why you have to go to the guys outside the venue that are selling like the $20 T-shirts.
Oh, I didn't know that at the time. It was honestly a last minute thing, but that doesn't. I would have gone anyways. If I had that opportunity, it was presented to me, I would have gone. I don't. I can't really. It's kind of. I don't know. I used to hate Taylor Swift before, God forbid a woman was in the music industry. And then
Hear it now. Hope hates women.
no,
Sorry.
no.
Hated.
No, I thought like I couldn't be the one to like Taylor because I was like, I don't want to be grouped in that, But then after a while of growing up, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, her music is the best, like amazing music, because there is better music, but I do like Taylor, and that's
Oh, sorry. For context, someone said that Taylor Swift was better than To Pimp a Butterfly. I'm not saying that Taylor is better than. Please do not.
Michael Jackson. I'm like, babe.
Oh,
Babe. Time out.
Oh.
No, I don't know.
Party foul.
Yeah.
Like I like Taylor, but I'm not oblivious. Like I know Michael Jackson was
Right.
Yeah, guys.
more famous and
It's not even comparable.
Yeah,
It's actually
It's not.
Michael Jackson fame is
He shut down a Lakers game because he
Right.
just came there.
literally is the king of pop.
my grandparents in the middle of Sudan knew who Michael Jackson was. They don't know no Taylor Swift. Okay?
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, I'm not. Oh my gosh, it's Taylor. I'm not that type of person, but I was in the line to get a ticket. Did I go? No, but that's okay. So.
But there are also, you can have parasocial relationships with niche things. I'm not going to comment
Such
further.
I think we're all waiting for
Continue.
a follow-up.
I'm not going to follow up because it's
Oh, okay.
a bit too niche, but yeah.
I'm trying to think if I've had parasocial relationships.
I guess maybe like indie artists is what I'm talking about. Like maybe some, indie, up and coming, whatever.
I don't think I've ever just been a fan of anything
That hardcore.
that hardcore. I mean, I think I've had phases. Like I had a Hunger Games phase.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Divergent.
I liked Divergent for sure, but I wouldn't say that I had a Divergent phase. I very much had a Hunger Games phase. There's a difference.
Yeah, I think
Right.
I've just been a hardcore fan, but I knew the line. I wasn't like I loved Percy Jackson when my Pinterest boards were full of Percy Jackson stuff. But I knew the line. Like if I saw Logan Lerman, I wasn't gonna be like, Logan, babe, where have you been?
I was a Vampire Diaries fan.
Ooh,
I couldn't finish the
loved
third
Vampire
season.
Diaries.
I had a Pinterest board filled with Elena and Damon.
Oh, you're Damon
Oh
girly?
my
Same,
god,
same.
I love.
Oh, it's actually so embarrassing.
Damon.
I
I had to delete it.
I had a Pinterest
Go
board.
back and delete it.
I had a Pinterest board full of Miraculous Ladybug, and one of my friends from 6th grade, she's added me on Pinterest, and she was like, Nina, what is this?
You should have been like, I was hacked, you guys.
I didn't know how to explain it.
Well, that's something that's kind of interesting. This starts to veer off the conversation of parasocial relationships, but I don't know about you guys, but I feel like my Pinterest boards were a very clear reflection of who I was at the time.
Yeah.
Looking back, if I go far back enough on some of my boards, it really is this was Kayla 5 years ago.
Oh, it's sick.
And that stuff is crazy. It's
Yeah.
If you saw the amount of Keep Calm,
I had so
I loved Keep Calm and whatever. I don't even know what was a
Keep Calm, Chevron.
That was so 2016.
Oh,
That was
yeah,
2016.
Chevron.
I ate it up. It was so
Yeah.
good.
Mustaches were a thing.
Oh
for a
my
little
God.
bit.
Oh my god.
Oh, the scarves on the necks.
The infinity scarves.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I
Takes
had,
me
a,
back.
I had a Pinterest board full of band stuff.
You had a band Pinterest board?
But I was also in cross country, and I had like a Pinterest board full of running stuff. Okay. So it wasn't like I wasn't I didn't like cannonball into the pool. I dipped a toe in.
Like for bands? Oh, I was like full foot in.
No, like band.
Oh,
singular.
Oh, band singular.
The verb.
Yeah, that's on me.
Oh,
guys.
the noun. Yeah. Whatever.
Right.
Part of speech.
Yeah, I love bands.
No, I had this is a little embarrassing.
I love bands.
Sorry, guys. Go ahead.
I'm going to admit.
Oh God.
I had
digital footprint.
It's okay.
So my zodiac sign, I'm a Taurus. I'm not into zodiac, or at least I don't consider myself
the zodiac
to
killer.
Be, like, well, what's your zodiac sign? Like, I don't consider myself to be that person. However, about 5 to 8 years ago, I did have a Pinterest board of everything pertaining to my zodiac.
I think I did Gemini too.
Everything Taurus. I had a Taurus Pinterest board.
Yeah,
I said miraculous ladybug. Taurus is not crazy,
right.
dog.
So, like, it was so funny though. Like, looking back at it. What was happening?
You are stubborn. You're like a bull. Like
Taurus.
That was really good, Nina.
Taurus.
That was really good.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna be launching my voice acting career after this.
You should. I'm so serious though.
I'm quitting.
They had that face. I was like,
a
when
voice
were you
acting?
born? No, the zodiac. Yeah. I was like, when were you born? I was like, you're Capricorn. Makes sense. Even though I don't know shit about Capricorn. Like, I don't know anything about that, but it is kind of funny.
No, you do have an astounding. But I just remembered POVs. In the height of the pandemic, when people were like making POVs of like Marvel characters, like if Tony Stark walks in on your chair.
What?
The Harry Potter, the Draco ones. Oh my God!
Help me!
JoJo Siwa did she dressed up as Draco whenever she cut her hair, and it was like,
oh my God!
Babe, you're my. What are you doing, honey?
Embarrassing.
JoJo, have you learned that? JoJo,
Digital footprint.
Right, and like that's forever.
Well, we keep saying that, like throwing it around, but that's actually, I feel like, a very good topic of conversation. I don't know if Gen Z. I feel like we all learned in school, like we learned some sort of rhetoric about the importance of a digital footprint, but I feel like that's something that we don't really take as seriously. And I wonder how that's going to affect the workplace as Gen Z starts to continue to just occupy it.
Right. Like we could pull anything up.
I hope to see that it's a little bit more lax. Not talking about N-word tweets or racist tweets,
right.
Guys, that's important. But I'm just talking about, good old 18-year-old thirst trap. Nothing. I'm not talking about anything too salacious. If you just like post a video and you feel good, I hope you don't get fired over that. I feel like, because I remember like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, she like made a video in college or something, like a music video, like literally nothing inappropriate. She was just like having fun, and people were like, this is so like this is not professional at all. And it's just like, it was just her having fun. And I feel like as more of us enter the workplace and maybe even politics, like, we're going to be the ones in power. And I seriously doubt any Gen Z kid is going to not post like something like a dumb meme, post a dumb video, be in a video somehow, like avoid that your entire life. And I don't think that's fair for it to be called unprofessional. Again, not pertaining to racist, homophobic, any tweets, because that's on you, bud. Yeah, you deserve whatever. But like otherwise, I hope dumb meme from 2017 when you had like an unfortunate like weird humor phase, I hope that doesn't catch up to you.
Man, I really hope that my granddaughter looks at my TikTok and is like, oh, grandma, what's this? I was like, oh, that was a phase, babe, don't worry about it.
I can't believe our kids are gonna like have our TikToks to look at. Or
like,
Snapchat. There are people that met on Snapchat, like they're Snapchatting their baby. Like I'm like, that's so weird.
Oh my God, Instagram relationships.
Oh yeah.
What do you mean? Met on Insta? Bro, Insta love?
Yubo.
Well, I can't talk. I met my boyfriend online, so.
Whoa.
I think that was different though.
It was a friend of a friend. That's different.
Yeah, it's not like something else.
Right, the friend of a friend thing.
Yeah,
like
that's fine.
my other ex, never
You
met
weren't,
the
like,
guy, but like I
playing-
knew he was real, you know.
You weren't playing like Roblox together, and you thought his avatar. Actually, let me not even. I don't. wait. I'm not like saying that.
Damn, your Roblox is looking at fine.
We
Like,
had a mutual friend. That's normal.
right.
Yeah, it's a
right.
mutual
I would say
friend.
that's normal.
Yeah.
And plus, it's who knows. This Roblox avatar thing is probably going to be normal. Like my parents met through email, and that was like in 2000, and people were like, "That's crazy, email." Now it's like you met someone through email, like what the F?
Yeah.
So I think it's just whatevs.
Yeah.
But what about digital footprint? Do you guys think we're gonna keep trudging on the path the boomers have laid?
Well, I know on TikTok at least there's like the millennial pause. I feel like
The millennial what?
the millennial pause. It's whenever millennials like they have this like second of like they're just staring at the screen and then they start speaking. I'll show you later. Cut this part out.
Real.
What was I gonna say?
This next part,
Seen the millennials
Digital
Zoom.
footprint.
is it gonna change?
Oh, I think we're just gonna be the generation that like makes fun out of every single thing. Like the pandemic, we were just like, I'm home. I'm just gonna make this TikTok, and I feel like we don't really take things seriously.
Yeah.
Like we're just like, oh, this is another like event or traumatic event that we're gonna go through. Slay! Like we're just, I feel like we're just gonna be seen as that generation. I don't know.
There's a school shooting at my a neighboring school in MISD in 2021, and someone made a diss track for the school shooter. It's a really good diss track. I'm so sorry. Please. But yeah, that's kind of just like the generation we are. You made a diss track for a school shooter.
Right. And it's good.
Yeah.
It's real good.
That's the point where we are, and is that okay? Who knows?
I'm okay with it. I think it's how we cope. It's like,
Yeah, it is how we cope.
I mean, there was a recession, then there was the pandemic, and then we had to reacclimate into school like it was nothing. I mean,
And then, yeah, I think that's just like our type of humor. And then maybe we're coping through things through building parasocial relationships, and it's all full circle.
yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us on this first episode of First Draft. We'll post every other week this semester, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.